The swashbuckling John Blackthorne from James Clavell's novel Shogun is loosely based on the real life of William Adams, the first Englishman believed to have set foot in Japan and considered one of the few Western samurai. Let's explore the remarkable life of William Adams, separating fact from fiction and exploring how he secured his place in history. Born in Gillingham, Kent in 1564, details of William Adams's early life are scarce. Historical records suggest he was apprenticed to a shipbuilder named Nicholas Diggins in Limehouse, London, at the age of 12. Here, he honed his skills in navigation, astronomy, and shipbuilding, knowledge that would become invaluable later in life. In 1598, Adams joined a Dutch expedition led by Jacob van Neck, seeking a new route to the lucrative spice trade in Asia. This decision would forever alter the course of his life. The Dutch expedition, consisting of 5 ships, aimed to reach the East Indies via the Strait of Magellan. The journey was fraught with peril. Storms, disease, and skirmishes with Spanish and Portuguese forces ravaged the fleet. Adams himself lost his brother Thomas to an attack in South America. By the time they reached the Pacific Ocean, only one ship, the Liefde, Dutch for love, remained, carrying a malnourished and desperate crew. Driven by the currents, the Liefde arrived off the coast of Japan in April 1600. Meeting with suspicion and hostility from the locals, the crew was soon apprehended by local authorities. The Portuguese, already established in Japan and eager to maintain their trade monopoly, fueled the distrust by portraying the Dutch as pirates. News of the stranded crew eventually reached Tokugawa Ieyasu, a powerful daimyo vying for control of Japan. Ieyasu, unlike the portrayal of Toranaga in Shogun, wasn't directly involved in battles during this period. He was consolidating power through political maneuvering. Intrigued by the foreigners and their potential knowledge, Ieyasu summoned them for questioning. Adams, with his navigational skills and calm demeanor, emerged as a leader among the crew. Through a series of interpreters, he managed to convince Ieyasu of their peaceful intentions. While initially imprisoned and interrogated, Adams's knowledge of the outside world piqued Ieyasu's curiosity. While the forbidden love story between Mariko and Blackthorne in Shogun is undeniably dramatic, but in real life, they never met each other. The character Lady Mariko is loosely based on the life of Akechi Tama. Back in 17th century Japan, social barriers were rigid. Noble women like Akechi Tama were strictly secluded, rarely encountering men outside their immediate family. The idea of a romantic encounter with a foreigner like Adams would have been unthinkable. Historians point out these creative embellishments, highlighting the liberties taken with historical accuracy for the sake of a captivating narrative. In 1603, Ieyasu, finally consolidating his power after years of political maneuvering, became Shogun, the military ruler of Japan. Recognizing the potential benefits of Western shipbuilding, Ieyasu tasked Adams with constructing a Western-style ship. Ieyasu, impressed by Adams's capabilities, bestowed upon him the honorific title of Hatamoto, a direct retainer to the shogun. This came with an estate on the Miura Peninsula, solidifying Adams's position in Japanese society. He wasn't just an advisor, he was now a minor lord with his own land and samurai under his command. Emboldened by the success of the first ship, Ieyasu commissioned Adams to build a larger one, a 120-ton vessel, to further solidify Japan's maritime capabilities and allowed Ieyasu to contemplate his own trade missions to Asia. A pivotal moment in Japanese foreign policy arrived in 1611 with the arrival of a Spanish delegation. The Spanish, seeking trade opportunities, offered their services, but with a condition: severing ties with the Dutch. While Ieyasu was initially receptive to the idea of trade, Adams vehemently opposed it. He suspected the Spanish of harboring ulterior motives, fearing their true goal was an invasion disguised as trade missions. Ieyasu, while initially skeptical of such a scenario, was eventually swayed by Adams's arguments. This event is believed to be a turning point in Japan's foreign policy. Fearful of foreign domination, Ieyasu began to restrict the influence of Christianity, culminating in the persecution of Christians and the eventual closure of Japan to most foreign powers. By 1613, with Japan's internal power struggles settled, Ieyasu finally granted Adams permission to leave Japan if he so desired. This presented Adams with a difficult choice. He had built a life in Japan, a family, and a position of respect. Returning to England meant leaving behind everything he had established. Despite the allure of a homecoming, he ultimately chose to stay. William Adams, the Anjin-san of Japan, died in Hirado in 1620. While the exact cause of death is unknown, he is believed to have succumbed to natural causes at the age of 55. His life serves as a testament to the power of cultural exchange and the unexpected turns fate can take. From a young sailor seeking adventure in the East, Adams became a trusted advisor to a shogun, leaving an indelible mark on Japanese history. His contributions extended beyond shaping foreign policy. He introduced Western shipbuilding techniques, fostered international trade, and acted as a bridge between East and West. While John Blackthorne may be a work of fiction, the real William Adams lived a remarkable life that continues to inspire and intrigue us today. His story, a testament to human resilience, adaptation, and the power of forging connections across cultures, remains a fascinating chapter in the chronicles of global exploration and cultural exchange.